The day he was born, I was wrapped. I had a son.
Oh, it was the happiest day of our life. It was one of those surreal moments I think every parent goes through. You just can't believe that this little person is yours and has arrived in the world. Felix would have been about 3.5. And we were moving around a lot with Harry's work at that stage, and he was slow to talk. And I remember one night I was reading an article this woman had written who was autistic, but she was describing how she felt and things that she did. And as I was reading it, it was going through, oh my goodness me, that's Felix, that's Felix. I told her my concerns, and from there we went through Autism SA for a diagnosis.
It was a bit of a kick, but it's your child. You've got to look after your child, so you say, right, we've got to adapt, which we did.
Felix, we moved down here. It did make me happy to move at the Barossa Valley. A lovely view. Sometimes I go up the hill in the buggy, really fast.
What would you like to speak to?
Him. Joel. Sometimes when I feel a bit frustrated, probably because I'm thinking about old stuff that happened, because it felt like I was in jail.
Wanted to move out on his own, so over about a 5-year period we built a little townhouse for him. The whole agreement with this disability service was that, just knock on the door and say they needed help. And he would bring me each night and have a chat about things, but he never told me what was going on. 2 of the support workers one was physically aggressive and the other one was verbally aggressive. When he talked about being in jail, obviously that's how he felt. But he didn't relay that to us. He just banged his head on the concrete. Both eyes were black and closed. He broke his skull. And we thought we were going to lose him, but he survived. We got him to a psychiatrist, and I remember the psychiatrist saying to him, "Why did you do that?" And he said, "Because the pain on the inside was worse than the pain on the outside." I was coming down to Adelaide quite regularly to Autism SA, and we found a psychiatrist, and then we decided the long term was to move to the Barossa anyway. So yeah, it's been great for him. OCD in recent years, he was diagnosed. But we do have a therapist who's working on, because his anxiety and stress and everything has come right down, and he's so happy. Evens things up in his head. He'll often say, "I've just got to get things sorted in my head." And I think a bit of repetition gets him sorted to get started. So yeah, that's what we'll do some mornings, and then he'll put his helmet off and off he'll go.
Mum clips it on. The repeating, getting things settled a bit.
I'm so tuned into him, I can tell by his eyes these days. You can think, oh, he's getting overwhelmed. If I'm around, I'll just sort of quietly go to him and say, "Do you need to leave? Should we go somewhere? Are you okay?"
Especially learning his ways. Through Pam, I've learnt to recognise that, hey, stop talking now, Harry. He's had enough.
He's very pragmatic. He does ask me what's going to happen to me when you're dead. He says he would be happy to stay in his place, and we have support people that would live in the house and support him. And I said, who knows, maybe the house could help some other people who need support in it too. Yeah, as long as we make sure he's surrounded by people that are good people, and I still believe most people are, even though what we've been through.
My hopes is his happiness and being cared for properly when we're gone. He's with 3 different support groups, companies now. These organisations expose, we've found them to the public, to take him to a bowling ring where there'll be other people, there'll be noise, there'll be things that he probably doesn't like. It helps him get used to it, just different activities that we wouldn't do, wouldn't think of doing.
The more you talk to people, the more you find out services that are available and that community and that support. I know a few autistic people now, and I just love it when people can just accept that they're different, but not make a big deal of it, and I just think acceptance.
It does make me happy when they smile at me, because when they're happy, then I'm happy.